we've watched a little bit of film, but not much. I mean, obviously, a third preseason game, you're going to play a little bit longer. So, we're really just looking at St. Louis at this point.
Did the Steelers kind of flash through your mind? I mean, he says you're the starter. That's who you're starting against.
I do. I think, it's a common opponent that we had last year. Nothing's really changed. Obviously, Dick LeBeau's there. We go back and watch the film from him. I know Kyle's played him in the past, so it is definitely something we're looking forward to. But right now you got to look at the short term, and that's playing St. Louis on Saturday night.
Brian, how can you assure fans that what they saw in that game Monday night that things are going to come together and be okay offensively?
Well, I think we're just going to go out and keep working to get better. We came out in a hot, humid day, short rest, and we had a great practice today. And that's all you can do is you need to come out and improve every day. You either get better or you get worse. And obviously, we were all disappointed in how things played out on Monday night, but I think, for us, we're just consistently trying to get better, and you need to be better and consistent when you are doing things well. So, obviously, it's always a work in progress, but, we were all disappointed, and it really embarrassed with the way, things came out Monday night, but you got to put it, we watched the film, learn from those mistakes, and look forward.
Did you feel this was possible right after the knee surgery last year?
Yeah, I think so. I think, if anything, last year the biggest thing was I proved to myself that I could play in this league. I think you always think you can, and then to get out there and play and have success, it proves to yourself. And I think it's paid dividends this year as far as my mental preparation and how I am going into games, whereas last year I was pretty anxious and nervous, and now this year, knowing that I've gone out and done it on the field against real NFL competition, not just preseason games, it does give you a boost of confidence.
Could you go back forward to being the guy week one in Pittsburgh for the Browns? I mean, the whole crowd up there in Pittsburgh.
Obviously, it's very special to me. It's, as you said, did I believe this was could happen after I got hurt? There was no doubt in my mind, but obviously there were days where, rehab sucked and I hated what I was doing, but I knew the feeling I had running out into that stadium or running off the field after we beat Cincinnati, and it's all worth it. So it's amazing how much you appreciate the game when it's taken away from you. And so for me, this is what I put in all those hours, rehab, now being with Kyle, learning a new system in the off season, throwing extra routes with those guys. I mean, that's what you do it for. And so it's an exciting time.
Brian, could you go back to the day you were released by the Patriots? I mean, did you think then this could be the end?
Never. I never thought that. I always was confident in myself. I thought I had proved the times that I had played there that I could play in this league. And like I said, you can do it in the preseason or at the end of a game at the end of the regular season. But I had enough confidence in myself that would not be the end of my NFL career. And it's been a struggle. And I think the adversity I've dealt with throughout my career, whether it be college, NFL, it prepared me for this situation. And I think how you handle adversity is a true test of a man's character. And when you just keep battling back and pushing through, I think those type of situations helped me with dealing with this situation.
Brian, are you pleased or satisfied with your accuracy at this camp, or what do you account for?
Yeah, I think Aditi said it after the game. You're hitting all those throws in Berea. Well, on Berea it doesn't count. So obviously there's disappointment with not hitting some of those guys in the games, but I think it's something that we're continuing to work on. We get some extra routes, and you just got to do it at game speed, and it'll come. I truly believe that as long as you're working at it, as much work as we have gotten together, we got to work more, and that's the only thing you can do is go out and try to get better at those things. And for me as a quarterback, I want to throw the perfect ball every time, regardless of the coverage or who the receiver is. So I know that I can be a lot better when it comes to that.
Although your mobility hasn't been affected by the knee injury, do you think your accuracy has been?
No, I don't think so. I think there's times where I come out in camp and I'm putting balls exactly where I need to be. So I don't really attest that to anything other than just trying to work out the kinks, and there's no excuse for it. You just got to do it because we do it out here every day.
Brian, Coach Pettine, mentioned he doesn't want any starter, regardless of position, to get too comfortable. How do you approach, though, balancing just going out there doing your thing versus looking over your shoulder once in a while?
I think for me, my entire career has been looking over my shoulder. You're always, and the pressure you put on yourself is far greater than anything of that, because when you're a rookie, undrafted, and you're trying to come in and make a team, there's no one to look over. You're just trying to get on the team, and to me, I feel like I'll carry that chip with me forever. That, you know, every day I come out here, I'm just trying not to get cut. And I think, you know, when you have that mentality, you push yourself to the limit, and the pressure you put on yourself is far greater than any pressure the media can put on you or your teammates or your coaches can put on you. Because for me, for most of my career, it was about, you know, keeping my career alive and doing anything it took to just make a team. And now that I'm a starter, you know, you have to take that mentality and enhance your play as a starter. I think it can only help you.
Hey, Brian,
Got time for two more questions?
When you got named starting quarterback this morning, who was the first phone call you made, and what did you say?
It was Coach Pettin called me in his office about 3 or 4 minutes before the team meeting, so I didn't even get a chance to tell anyone. And then by the time that meeting broke out, my phone was just, I mean, I think I had 37 text messages. So, you know, I think the media probably broke it before I could break it to anyone else.
Do you
Brian,
expect them
Coach-
to tailor the offense to what you do best, and will that make it easier to learn this?
I think that's what we've done all along. I don't think, you know, unless you guys don't think I can run the read option. I mean, you know, and even that, I've gotten to work with that. So I think everything that we've done, I'm capable of doing. And, you know, I think if you look at Kyle's history, he's so versatile in the things that he does, whether it's top rushing attack, top passing attack, balance. I mean, I think we can do so many things very well, but we just have to continue to improve. I mean, obviously, you know, the other night, it didn't look that way, but I see how we practice. I see how we played in the Detroit game. Obviously, we shot ourselves in the foot a few times, but I think we can be a very potent offense.
Hey, Brian,
Thanks,
when
Brian.
you think about, can I do one?
Go ahead.
When you think about not only coming back from the knee, but also holding off a first-round pick, which the trend since 2008 has been that they start most of the time. I mean, has it sunk in the odds that you defied, and what does it mean in this whole big picture of your career?
Not really. I've never thought of it that way. I've always thought that, you know, if I did the things that I can do and I rehabbed, I think that, you know, I always had the belief in myself that, you know, I could earn this starting quarterback job, and you know, I feel like I have, and it's good to know that those coaches and my teammates, you know, believe in me too. So it's, you know, I think maybe one day I might look back and appreciate it for what it is, but right now it's just time to, you know, work harder and go full steam ahead. Thank you.
Everybody.